Hey everyone, it's Charlie. It's June 26th, Friday. I want to talk about the front-on attack on your liberty, your way of life, your Constitution, and how it is absolutely ramping up, and there's no stopping it at this point. Today, this legislation passed, this Clean Air Act passed the House of Representatives, much to a lot of people's surprise. 2 days ago, this thing was dying on the vine because most politicians, being what they are, the only thing that holds them to do the right thing for their constituents is the fear of losing their position of power and influence. And most of these people know that when they pass this bill, it's going to cost their constituents either outright tax money out of their pocket, or more for goods and services, or their job, period. And they know there's going to be repercussions and backlash. I'm going to read an example of how I know this is true, and so do you. But let me read you this statement from a Colorado representative, Representative John Salazar from Colorado. He's quoted as saying in regards to this bill, "I'm in a tough spot. I really am." He's citing his fears the legislation could raise energy costs and hurt the coal industry in his low-income rural district. Then he's going on to say, quote, "Either way, I'm gonna get creamed." Democratic leadership attempted to protect their most vulnerable freshmen by cajoling yes votes from more senior members such as Lloyd Doggett of Texas. Okay, this is so unbelievably outrageous and so unbelievably in your face, arrogant, in your face. I don't care about the people who elected me to represent them. Either way, I'm going to get creamed. Why is that, Congressman? Why are you going to get creamed? Why don't you do what's right for the people who sent you to Washington and vote no on this bill? Why? Either way, you're not going to get creamed, Congressman. You're going to get picked up at Dulles and taken by a limousine to your $180,000 a year job with your $1 million staff allowance. No, the people who are going to get creamed are the low-income rural district people you represent, the coal miners that you represent. They're the ones that are going to get creamed, not you. Let me give you the real name of this bill. H.R. 2454. Okay? It's called the American Clean Energy and Security Act. Did you know that? Because if you look on any news website, it's just called the Clean Air Act. Did you know there's a security aspect to it? You want to know what that is? You know what? You would know before your congressman knows. Why? Because you can't find a copy of this bill. It's all May 15th, it's introduced to Congress, about 400 pages long. By June 19th, after going to many committees, it emerges as 946 pages of legislation. When it's presented to Congress on the 22nd, Monday, it's 1,201 pages long. The legislation voted on today, reportedly, is over 1,400 pages long. Now, oddly enough, the same size legislation that was passed on the stimulus package that your congressman never read either, and now has 0.5% of that $1 trillion is in our economy, supposedly stimulating it. Where's the rest of it? Who knows? Stolen. Congress gets a 1,400-page document that they don't know what's in it. They don't know where this money's going. Rumor has it 80% of it is going to special interest groups who twisted arms to get your congressman to vote for the thing. All I know is this: in the middle of the world's worst economic collapse in its history, we are proposing and passing legislation that is absolutely guaranteed to turn this country into a third world nation at best. You know, I want to talk about the term systemic because it's bantered about and used constantly. And it's probably accurate. And you should get used to the word. Because in very short order, look at what your government has done. You're about to pass a piece of legislation that says everything that comes out of your house, everything that comes out of your mouth, out of your car, out of the factory you work in, is systemic to the environment. So we need to tax it and control it. They're about to give the Federal Reserve, the shadow government of this country, the power to regulate anything that is systemic to the economy, which includes everything that you do, the place you do go to work. So they're controlling the dollars coming in, the dollars going out, the carbon coming in, the carbon going out. Oh yeah, let's do this too. Let's pass a law, let's pass legislation to the tune of $10 trillion over the next decade that says that, you know, the government needs to take care of your health care as well. And what's going to happen when you're in the last 6 months of your life, when 80% of the cost of your health care is spent, and all of a sudden you're systemic risk to the healthcare system and to the economic system and to the environmental system. Don't you see it? It's right in front of your face. It's a power grab, it's on 3 fronts, and they're winning. No, strike that. They've won. There's no stopping this tide. There's no stopping this tsunami that's washing over this country right now. The only thing you can do for it is prepare. Prepare mentally. Prepare your friends and family as best you can. And let them know that don't believe the crap they see on TV. Don't worry about the dead celebrities. Worry about the living humans that are in your life. This is happening. And any amount of denial is not going to change that. That's all I got.